What's up, gentlemen? So the first thing you need to know is that I love you. I think you're amazing and I want the best for you, which is why I have to be honest with you. Some of you aren't going to like what I have to say because unfortunately it might not be comfortable because it may be a little bit too close to home and you may actually be doing the things that I'm talking about. There are some warning signs that your life is not headed in the right direction and that you're not where you need to be. And it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what your friends are doing, it's about you. And if you keep doing or going down this path, you will never achieve anything. Or worse yet, you're going to be average. And personally, I can't think of anything worse. The first thing that's an indicator that you're not where you need to be is that you're not happy. All right, if you're not happy, if you don't get up in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm excited, right? You're pumped up to go to work, go to your job, go do what you need to do, go to school, whatever. There is a problem, and the problem probably is you. Because the second thing is you don't have a clear direction or a goal that makes you happy. Unfortunately, a lot of us basically listen to the wrong people, right? And we let other people dictate our direction or what we should do. And so we go down that road. But unfortunately, when we do go down that road, we don't listen to ourselves and we're living a life for somebody else. And then what happens ultimately is guys get to be like 40, 50 years old and they're like, oh my God, fuck it. I'm leaving my wife, I'm leaving my kids, I'm going to bang my secretary Brenda and buy a Ferrari because I finally want to be and live for me. Gentlemen, do not be that guy. I want you to do what you want to do. The third sign that you're not where you need to be is you've got too much debt, right? Credit card debt is stifling. It also is going to rob you of joy and happiness. It's time. It's time to figure out how to fix it. All right, whether it means getting a second job, whether it means living with your parents, right? Because that's the other thing, guys. I don't care if you live in your parents' basement. If there's a reason, if there's a purpose, if there's a plan associated with it, do it. Because the truth is, until you get out of debt, you are never going to be financially free and you're always going to be making somebody else rich. I'll do it someday, right? Someday. What's someday? What the fuck does that even mean, someday? The time is now, amigo. Where would you be today if you did what you thought about doing a year ago, 6 years ago? Where would you be? Would you be financially free? Would you have that side hustle? Would you have a body that you want? Which brings me to the next reason and sign that you are not where you need to be. And that is you neglect yourself physically. You got to take care of your body and you got to protect it like it's a temple because it is. And your health is your number one most valuable asset. The next reason and sign that you're not where you need to be is that you kiss people's ass. If you're pleasing other people, gentlemen, if you're doing what they want you to do and not being true to who you are, unfortunately, you're never going to be anything. You're never going to be happy because nobody respects somebody who kisses people's ass. The other reality is that you don't respect yourself, which is the next sign that you're not where you need to be. If you are doing self-destructive things, you're not in a good place and you're never going to be in a good place until you stop it, which means getting away from the loser friends, which is the next sign that you are not where you need to be right now. And that is you are hanging out with losers. Who you surround yourself with is going to indicate and dictate where you go in life. And I can tell you from experience, when I ditched the losers, the guys that were partying and drinking and surrounded myself with other entrepreneurs, everything in my life started to scale and get better. And that is one of the main reasons why I started the White Label Empire. Guys, if you have not yet grabbed my free White Label Business Blueprint, I've got a link down below. It's a 20-minute video that is literally walking you through how to start a side hustle for free. I'm giving it away. Why? Because I want you to be financially free. Guys, the fact is you need to have multiple streams of income, right? Having a job isn't good enough because if you get laid off, if you get fired, if AI replaces what you used to do, you're doomed. You're effed. Gentlemen, you got to have a side hustle. My side hustle that I started, right, about 10 years ago, Pete and Pedro, this year generated me over $9 million, and I teach you how to do it step by step. Another one of my businesses, gentlemen, Enemy Sunglasses, made me $3 million over the course of 3 years. And then I shut it down because why? Well, $3 million wasn't enough money because I was making too much money on my other side hustles. Gentlemen, bottom line is this. If you haven't watched the video, go watch it. And then when you're done, if you want to basically come into my world and join the community, this is where the magic happens. There's an additional deep dive curriculum. It's about 6 hours long. There's a lot of tutorials, a lot of worksheets, a lot of things that you need to do. But we literally take your hand and walk you to the front of the line. And we say, okay, now start, because this course, this curriculum has been designed to walk you step by step, avoid all the speed bumps that I hit along my way in order to help you launch your business and start making money. But then, once you're making it, we're gonna help you scale it, we're gonna help you grow it. But the magic to the White Label Empire is the community. Guys, the community, it's surrounding yourself with other entrepreneurs, surrounding yourself with other people that have your best interest in mind. You can share ideas, you can work with them, you can network. It has been the best thing I have ever done, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm so proud of this community. We've only been launched for a few weeks, but it has been unbelievable. Guys are already starting their hustle, guys. Guys are already making plans. Guys are already making moves, gentlemen. It's your time. Do not wait. Now is the time. I don't want you a year from now thinking back, oh, I wish I would have joined the White Label Empire when Alpha pitched it a year ago. Where would you be today if you started that business a year ago? Gentlemen, do not regret. Do not live a life like that. I want you to go after your dreams. I want you to take action, and I want you to do it. But if you're not willing to roll up your sleeves, if you're not willing to work, I don't want you in there, because this group is only for guys that are serious. The other thing you got to understand is that the price is about to go up. So if you're interested, guys, now is the time, because I'm actually going to slow down access because of the size of the group, and I want to make sure that it's manageable. We do live training every single week. We're in there every day in the chat, talking, giving advice, giving people opinions. Guys, now is the time. It is amazing. It is incredible, and it is going to help you get financially free. The next sign, guys, this one's going to be hard for some of you to hear. You're with the wrong person, and only you can answer this. All right? Are you kind of lukewarm? Do you know deep down that this person is not right for you? They're not uplifting you. They're not the person that you need to be with. If it is, you got to do what you need to do. But in my opinion, staying with this person just because it's hard to make a hard decision, and it's hard to have that conversation, and it's hard to be alone, is not a good decision. It's not a good option. It's not a good reason, because you're going to look back in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now and regret not doing it. You're going to regret that you missed out on the person that you're supposed to be with. Which brings me to the next sign that you are not where you need to be, and that is you depend on other people for your happiness or self-worth. All right, and this is very common nowadays, right? A lot of people, they get validated by social media, right? They'll post something, and if they're not getting a bunch of thumbs up, which I do need a little validation from time to time, so if you wouldn't mind, now is the time. Okay, no? Whatever. I'm kidding. All right, seriously, what I'm not kidding about, though, if you're living for somebody else, if you need other people to be like, great job, you're amazing, good job, or you need a girlfriend in order to feel like a man, or you need people around you all the time so that you're not feeling lonely, there is a problem. Once you settle into your amazingness, once you settle into being confident and secure in who you are, it doesn't mean you don't want to have a relationship or somebody to spend time with. It doesn't mean you don't want to have friends or hang out with them, but you're comfortable enough to be alone. You enjoy your own company. When you hit this point, you're amazing. The next sign that you're not where you need to be, anxiety and stress, all right? Here's the deal. For me, finances. That was the thing that caused me anxiety and stress from literally the age of like 0. I was on welfare. I've told this story a gazillion times. Then I started a business. It went out of business. I had to file bankruptcy. I have been somebody who was stressed out and worried about money my entire life until I had $5,000 in the bank account for the first time in my 30s, right? I was in my 30s. How old are you? That's the other thing I just want to real quick point out. A lot of times I'll hear you guys talk about, oh, I'm 20, it's too late, or I'm 30, it's too late, it's 40, I'm 50, it's too late. It's not too late until you're dead. You have nothing but opportunity in front of you. Do not let your age be a factor or a determining factor in where you're going or what you're going to do. Now is the right time. Gentlemen, the truth is, age, it's just a number. It's cliche, people say it all the time, but it's true. All right, now I'm almost 50 fucking years old. I know it's hard to believe because I'm looking so good, but I am, right? And I'm the happiest, most successful person that I could ever have dreamed possible. I am living my dream. I have succeeded in life, and I feel amazing. And my entire life, I was stressed, though. Up until that $5,000, I was always worried about money. Gentlemen, stop being stressed. Stop being anxious. If it means doing what you need to do in order to fix it, do it. If it means having hard conversations, do it. If it means getting a second job, getting a better job, joining the White Label Empire, do it. You cannot outrun your past. You cannot outrun trauma that has happened to you. You've got to stand there, you've got to fight. And when you do, everything, I promise you, every single aspect of your life will get better. You know, unfortunately, a lot of us think that we're cool, right? Because we look around, we see our friends, and they're kind of in the same place. But are they where you want to be? Are they where you need to be? And if the answer is no, it's not. It's time for you to man up. It's time for you to grab life by the balls and decide to make a change. And when you change, you're going to be amazed at what happens. Everything will get better. Your life will start moving in the right direction. And you truly will realize your potential, because the truth is, inside each and every one of you is unlimited, amazing potential. I love you. The truth is, some of you needed to hear this. And some of you guys needed to hear this more than others, but all of us, I think we could agree, deserve to live a happy, healthy, successful, and fulfilled life. If you're doing the things that we talked about in this video, unfortunately, you may think you're happy, but long term, you're not going to be.